So the first thing we have is the red cow. And I will tell you right up front that I don't understand it, and nobody else does either. I have tried in the past to make the ashes of the red heifer somehow Yeshua, and I can't make it work. It's really strange. We were talking on Tuesday night, and Ray remarked on something. The idea that clean and unclean is a poor translation. Clean and unclean are not sinful and not sinful. Clean and unclean is really better described as life and death, or mortal and immortal. When you're in the realm of death, your mortality is showing. When you're in the other realm, the immortal side of you, if you will, is showing, and you could be in the presence of God. If you are in the realm of death, the ashes of the red heifer serve to move you into the realm of life. If you are in the realm of life and you touch the ashes of the red heifer, that moves you into the realm of death temporarily. So you take some priest whose job it is to help someone who has been in contact with a corpse cleanse himself. That's his job. Not a sinner, other than just normal general human sinfulness. He hadn't done anything wrong. And what he has to do is he has to take some water of the heifer and he has to wash the person who is being cleansed. And that washing on the third day and the seventh day will take that person out of the realm of death, where he's been in contact with a corpse, and bring him into the realm of life. But in that process, the priest who is handling the water himself transitions over into the realm of death until that evening. This is one of those things that the rabbis say, there are laws in the Bible that everybody can understand. They make sense. There are laws in the Bible that you wouldn't have made up yourself, but once you understand them, they sort of make sense. And then there are laws in the Bible that are just laws because God says they're laws, and nobody understands why. This is the poster child for that last category. There are laws in the Bible that are laws because God says so. Nobody understands it. We only know that it's a law because God says so. And so if you've been in contact with a corpse and you have access to the ashes, you just do what it says. That's sort of thing one. Thing two is everybody understands that at the wedding at Cana, the jars that had the water for purification are jars that contain ashes of the red heifer. Because every synagogue needed to be able to purify undertakers, if nothing else. If you're an undertaker, which is not a sinful profession, you got to get purified. So they had this water stationed all over the country in synagogues. At a wedding, the bride and groom typically take a mikvah before they get married, which means that they are in a state of ritual purity. For Yeshua to take this water, which moves people from a state of purity to impurity, and feed it to the wedding party, it would just be unthinkable. You just wouldn't do it. And so then by changing the water into wine, he has taken this water and he has made it something else, so it is now fit to be consumed at a wedding, which is a joyous occasion for the passing on of life and so forth. So it's no longer water of purification after he's done with it. But the place he got it is significant. How many jars are there? And what are the jars made out of? So what I'm saying to you is that represents human hearts of stone. 6 is the number of a man. You have stone jars with this water in them that changes you back and forth between clean and unclean. He fills it up. It changes now into wine, which is something that is meant to bring joy and is fit for service at a wedding. So what you're talking about there is changing hearts of stone to hearts of flesh. All of the biblical metaphors that have to do with hearts of stone are in play in that story.
Shama